This morning, before you even sat up in bed, you reached for your phone. You don't remember deciding to do that. You just did it, like breathing, like blinking. But here's what you didn't know was happening in that moment. Your brain was already being shaped. A pathway was being reinforced. A signal was being sent that would affect your focus, your motivation, and your mood for the rest of the day. Your brain is not fixed. It never was. Every single day, based on what you repeatedly do, think, and avoid. Your brain is physically rewiring itself, building some pathways stronger, letting others go dark. The question is never whether your brain is changing. It's always, what is it changing into? Today we're going to look at 7 habits, not as a checklist, not as do these things and become a better person, but as a map. Some of these habits are probably already in your life, quietly working against you without announcing themselves. Others are the ones that redirect everything. By the end, I'm not going to ask you to do all 7. I'm going to ask you to do one, because one redirected pathway, repeated enough times, changes everything else. Habit 1. Checking your phone first thing in the morning. The moment you wake up, your brain is in a uniquely receptive state. Cortisol, your natural alertness hormone, is rising. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and decision-making, is coming online slowly. What you feed it in that window sets the tone for everything that follows. When you open social media or news before your brain is fully awake, you're handing over your first and freshest mental energy to other people's agendas. Their content, their emergencies, their highlight reels. You enter reactive mode before you've had a single intentional thought of your own. And reactive mode, once set, is hard to exit for the rest of the day. Habit 2. Consistently avoiding the hard task on your list. Every time you choose the easy thing over the hard thing, your brain registers that choice. It strengthens the avoidance pathway. Not because you're lazy, but because avoidance works. It removes discomfort immediately. Your brain gets rewarded for choosing it. The problem is that over time, the avoidance pathway becomes the default route. Hard tasks start feeling harder than they actually are. Your brain has been trained to treat difficulty as danger, and eventually the gap between what you know you should do and what you actually do, that gap gets wider every single day. Habit 3. Cutting your sleep short. Consistently. Sleep is not rest, it's maintenance. During deep sleep, your brain runs a literal cleaning system, the glymphatic system, that flushes out metabolic waste that builds up during the day, including proteins linked to cognitive decline. It also consolidates memory. Whatever you learned today gets sorted, filed, and connected to existing knowledge, but only if you give it enough time to do the work. Cut that short, even by 90 minutes, and the maintenance crew doesn't finish. You wake up with yesterday's waste still in the system, yesterday's learning half filed, and a prefrontal cortex running at reduced capacity, which means less focus, less emotional regulation, less ability to resist the bad habits on this very list. Those are the 3 habits most likely running in the background of your life right now, quietly making everything harder without explaining why. Now here's where the roadmap splits. Because your brain doesn't just degrade through bad habits, it builds through good ones. With the same mechanism, the same neuroplasticity, the same consistent repetition, the next 4 habits are the ones that redirect the wiring. Habit 4. Moving your body. Consistently. Not perfectly. Exercise triggers the release of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of it as fertilizer for your brain. It promotes the growth of new neurons, strengthens existing connections, and directly improves learning, memory, and mood. You don't need a gym. You don't need a program. You need to elevate your heart rate for 20 minutes, regularly enough that your brain starts expecting it. Habit 5. Consuming information actively instead of passively. There's a difference between watching a video and absorbing it, between scrolling an article and engaging with it. Passive consumption activates your brain's default mode. It processes surface information and moves on. Active learning, taking notes, asking questions, explaining it back to yourself, activates deeper neural encoding. The same content. Completely different impact on your brain. Habit 6. Writing down what's in your head. Regularly. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning, reasoning, and emotional regulation, has limited working memory. It can only hold so much at once. When your head is full of unprocessed thoughts, worries, and half-formed plans, that capacity gets used up just trying to hold everything. Writing externalizes the load. It moves the information out of working memory and onto the page, freeing your brain to actually think instead of just store. Habit 7, showing up consistently, even when the output is small. Every time you repeat a behavior, your brain wraps a layer of myelin around that neural pathway. Myelin is an insulating sheath that makes signals travel faster and more efficiently. More repetition, more myelin, more automatic the behavior becomes. This is why consistency beats intensity every single time. 1 hour every day builds more myelin than 7 hours once a week. Your brain doesn't reward effort, it rewards repetition. 7 habits, 3 quietly working against you, 4 that redirect everything. And here's what I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say start all 7 tomorrow, because you won't. Nobody does. And the attempt to do everything usually results in doing nothing, because the gap between current behavior and ideal behavior is too wide to jump in one move. Your brain doesn't need perfection. It needs direction. Look at this list. Not at what you should do, at what you know is currently working against you the most. The one habit that, if it changed, would make everything else slightly easier. Just that one. Repeated. Consistently. That's how the roadmap changes. Not all at once. One pathway at a time. The reason most self-improvement advice doesn't stick isn't because people lack willpower. It's because they try to change the output without understanding the system running underneath. Your habits are not just behaviors, they are infrastructure, and infrastructure takes time to rebuild. But once it's rebuilt, it runs on its own. If you want to understand more about the systems running underneath your behavior, why you procrastinate even when you know better, why you feel stuck even when you're capable, why you compare yourself to others even when you know it changes nothing, that's exactly what this channel is about. Not motivation, not tips, the actual mechanisms. See you in the next one. This is Release Inner Strength. Drawn stories for a stronger mind. If this message helped you see yourself differently, subscribe for more videos about mindset, resilience, and personal growth. Because the strongest version of you may not need to be created, it may only need to be released.